We started season 12 off with a new theme and a new goal to give you more of whatever makes your life happier. So we asked you to tell us what you want more of. Here's some responses we'll share today. Viewer Sarah McClurg shared her wish with us. She says, more peaceful moments. We spend so much time rushing around, hurrying to get this done or get the kids where they need to be, that moments of peace are few and far between. And Shelly Kundick chimed in with a simple request. She says she wants more quality moments with family that bring joy. So we say, what better time than the holidays to help you create more meaningful moments with your family? Studio 5 parenting contributor Heather Johnson is here with ways to fill your home with the holiday spirit. It's great to see you, and I love this topic because of course it's what we all want, but I think a lot of times the season wraps up, it ends, it washes over us, and we think, hold on, did I feel that magic? Did I feel that peace?
Absolutely, and this is really a request we all have year long, right? Please somehow give me permission to come home and be with my family more, right? And I think that's where we get caught right off the bat in trouble, because we are waiting for society to tell us that it's cool. And they're not going to, right? Society won't. We live in this time where we are applauded if we're extra busy and can manage it. Yes. We get kudos for the more on our plate and the more we, keep it all together. When really we're waiting for society to say, hey, you know what? Wipe your calendar clean and hang out together. Now that is cool. And it's not going to happen. So it's time to stop waiting for permission and decide if we want quieter moments of joy, we got to create quieter moments of joy.
So step one, be home. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely. We have to come home. And I know, the thought shouldn't be that negates going out. Going out is great. But when we look at very solid research for 60, 70 years, it all shows that families who have high interaction scores, which means they have more of those moments together, those things happen at home. And why? Because when we leave the house, we usually don't leave in a pack. We usually don't leave as families. I take a daughter somewhere, my husband takes our son to swim, somebody goes here. We don't go together. Usually, we are home together. So come home, turn your technology off, and be together. We got to come home.
What's your trick, Heather, for managing all of the activities and all of the expectations that come with this magical season?
So homework assignment number one, right today, find your focus for this season. Decide what it means to you and why, and create a focus for you, right? So if I look at our family, interestingly enough, we're Christian, so our focus around this time of year is always something Christ-based. Now on top of that, inspired by a movie we just saw over Thanksgiving, this year our Christmas is going to be very focused on connecting generations.
You saw Coco too.
We did. We saw it too. And I struggled at the beginning, and I was like, I hope this turns around a little. And it did. And I loved the beauty of remembering. And so for us, that will be our focus. Immediately, I thought of my great-grandmother's divinity, which probably dates me, even knowing what divinity is. It's a candy.
I made divinity with my grandma as well. I'm right there with you.
And so our kids are going to learn some things that only come, well, not only, but in our family, come from our ancestors, come from grandparents and great-grandparents of the past. That's our focus. Now, why this matters? Because then when all these other things come rushing at us, it's very easy for me to say, does it fit the focus? Nope. Does it have, this kind of ancestral connection or Christ at its center? Nope. So it's a lot easier to weed out what might be extra stressful and filler and stick right with what it is I want our family to feel and experience over the next month.
Because the truth is, and every mom, every woman knows this, you can't do it all. So that focus allows you to choose the right things.
It's exactly right. And that's the next point, which is getting rid of some stuff. We can't do it all. I remember having kids. Our son was probably 3, he's our oldest, and I ran across that calendar, 25 things in 25 days for December. My goodness, I tried to live by that calendar for like 8 years. Every year I'd pull it back out and swear, this year, 25 things in 25 days. And I know this, right? I teach it, I work with clients with it and families, but it took me 8 years to go, what in the world? Forget the calendar. I'm so focused on the 25 things and getting to them and doing it all that I'm missing all of this. And as soon as I got rid of it, it was a place where I could give all my attention and energy back to those who matter most, which is being with them.
It is the danger of those bucket lists, which are so popular right now, and I get their purpose, right? Thoughtful approaches to memories. But at the end of the day, if you are missing the in-betweens, then what's the point?
We've got to make a change, right? And we're not, and that's the beauty of this. Every family is different, because I have plenty of friends that 25 things in 25 days is perfect for them. That is beautiful. Celebrate that. If that falls with your values and your focus, run with it. It wasn't providing that for our family. So don't worry about doing it all. Remember, it's not about more. We used to think more meant better. It doesn't. The right things and the right amount means the best. That's what we're focused on.
Your next idea really jumped out at me. What do you mean when you say play to all the senses?
Use all your senses this season, right? Think about your holiday memories with your family. I bet there's smells and tastes and sights and sounds, right? I know for me, I know what the holidays smell like. I know what they taste like. I know what they sound like from, I can hear Mannheim Steamroller all December because my dad played it all December long. And so when we're working with our kids, whether it's discipline, whether it's every day, whether it's the holiday season, play to all the senses. Teach them what the holidays smell like and feel like and sound like so that their memories are complete. It makes more of an impact.
You shared some great advice, some great steps. Is there one step, though, that if you were to pinpoint and narrow in on it, you would say that will make the most difference on the vibe and the feeling in your home?
I think that would have to be generous. Absolutely. Be generous. This season is full of so many things. We feel so stressed, but there is a direct correlation between generosity and less stress. They are directly correlated. So put yourself in a position where you teach your family to be more generous this season. And in doing it, we stop worrying about ourselves, our stress level goes down, and our focus is in the right place.
And 30 seconds, I want to get to this next one because I know a lot of women struggle with this idea of perfectionism, especially this time of year, especially as we're staring at our screens and scrolling through Instagram. You say there is an easy, I shouldn't say easy, but a solid word substitution for perfectionism.
Well, and meaning to create our own rituals, to do our own thing, right? All the time. And rituals and tradition, same thing. Instead of worrying about what everyone else does, worry about what's best for your family. And we can learn this. I know my husband and I learned this. One of our biggest sources of contention married came over whether Santa wraps Christmas gifts or not. Who would have ever thought, right? Story for another season, but it lasted long into Christmas Eve, Christmas morning.
Oh, shoot.
It is very clear we disagreed on this one as we went back and forth, but the conclusion we came to was create our own tradition, our own ritual, instead of worrying about what his family did or what my family did. And the beauty of it is you own it and you love it, and then you pass that on until someone decides they need to make a change to that one too, right?
So does Santa wrap the gifts at your house?
He doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, well,
all right.
He did in my house growing up.
Yes.
But he doesn't, or he does now between my husband and I.
I got it. I got it.
And he did in my husband's house.
I got it.
Yeah.
Great advice, Heather.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're having this conversation early in the season so we can implement this strategy for the next few weeks.
Long before we're there.
Thank you so much.